Chapter 1. The Beginning, 1837. New York City in 1837. New York was a city of opportunity, bustling, ambitious, and full of dreams. Amid this energy, two young men, Charles Lewis Tiffany and John B. Young, opened a small stationery and fancy goods shop. No one could have imagined that this modest storefront would become the heart of America's most iconic luxury brand. From the very beginning, Charles Tiffany believed in something extraordinary, that beauty, quality, and craftsmanship should define everything a woman wears. This vision wasn't just to sell jewelry, but to craft heirlooms that symbolized elegance and grace. Within years, Tiffany introduced a new standard of design, importing the finest gemstones and silver from Europe, then elevating them with American creativity. The store quickly gained fame for its unmatched attention to detail and its insistence on authenticity. In a time when industrialization was changing everything, Tiffany stood for something pure, handcraft, artistry, and timeless femininity. Women who wore Tiffany didn't just adorn themselves, they declared sophistication. Rose from this tiny shop in New York City, the foundation of modern luxury was born, one that would continue to define women as fashion for centuries to come. Chapter 2. The birth of Tiffany Blue, long before brand marketing existed. Tiffany Co. created a symbol that would outshine every logo in the world, a color. The legendary Tiffany Blue, a soft robin's egg shade. First appeared on the cover of the store's 1845 Blue Book, America's first mail-order catalog. The color was instantly associated with elegance, exclusivity, and beauty. But over time, it became much more than that. The Tiffany Blue box, tied with a white satin ribbon, was never for sale. It could only be given with a Tiffany purchase. This rule made the box itself more valuable, almost magical. Women didn't just receive jewelry, they received an experience, the anticipation, the emotion, the moment of opening something truly special. The color symbolized purity and sophistication, evoking the clear skies of romance and the calm of luxury. Even today, Tiffany Blue remains one of the most recognizable hues in the world. It's a color that makes people feel nostalgic, romantic, hopeful, more than 180 years later. That simple shade continues to represent the essence of Tiffany's promise, timeless beauty wrapped in a dream. Chapter 3. The Diamond Revolution. The year 1886 marked a revolution, not just in jewelry design, but in the way the world viewed love itself. Tiffany introduced the Tiffany Setting, a groundbreaking six-prong ring design that lifted the diamond above the band, allowing light to enter from every angle. For the first time, a diamond could truly sparkle. Before this innovation, diamonds were often embedded in metal, their brilliance hidden. Charles Lewis Tiffany believed a diamond deserved to shine in full view, just like the woman who wore it. The Tiffany Setting quickly became the ultimate symbol of romance and engagement. It redefined the concept of the modern engagement ring, turning a personal promise into a universal symbol of love. This single creation established Tiffany as the authority in diamonds, a reputation that remains unmatched to this day. The phrase "a Tiffany engagement ring" became synonymous with forever. More than jewelry, it represented trust, purity, and the beginning of a new chapter. Every time a woman opens that iconic blue box to reveal the perfect diamond, she's reliving a moment born over a century ago, a moment when Tiffany made love eternal. Chapter 4. The Age of Elegance. Tiffany and high society. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Tiffany Co. had become the jewelry of choice for America's elite. The brand's reputation for refinement made it the ultimate expression of wealth and sophistication. Women of high society, socialites, heiresses, and even European royalty adorned themselves in Tiffany, diamonds, pearls, and silver. Birth. It wasn't just about wealth, it was about identity. A Tiffany necklace or brooch was a mark of taste, education, and empowerment. Tiffany's designs evolved with the women who wore them, delicate yet bold, refined yet confident. The Gilded Age saw Tiffany leading a cultural shift. As women gained more independence and social power, their jewelry became a form of self-expression. Tiffany was there for every moment at the opera, at grand dinners, at royal weddings. Each piece captured the sparkle of a new century, and the grace of the women shaping it, too. In these decades, Tiffany Co. wasn't merely following fashion, it was defining it, helping women step into the modern world with elegance and authority. Chapter 5. Breakfast at Tiffany's. The moment that changed everything in 1961, Tiffany's became more than a luxury brand. It became a cultural icon. The release of Breakfast at Tiffany's transformed the Fifth Avenue store into a place of dreams. Audrey Hepburn's portrayal of Holly Golightly, standing before Tiffany's window in her black dress, pearls, and coffee cup, became one of the most legendary images in cinematic history. Through that film, Tiffany captured the imagination of women everywhere. It wasn't just about diamonds, it was about aspiration. The idea that every woman, no matter her background, could dream of elegance, romance, and beauty. Tiffany's became a symbol of hope, a place where love stories began and dreams were wrapped in blue. The movie's success turned Tiffany into a lifestyle, a feeling, a fantasy. It solidified the brand's connection with femininity, sophistication, and grace. Even today, more than 60 years later, when someone says breakfast at Tiffany's, they're not talking about a film, they're talking about a feeling. Timeless, elegant, and beautifully unattainable. Chapter 6. The designers who defined modern Tiffany. As the world changed, so did Tiffany. The brand invited visionary designers who would reinvent its style for modern women. In the 1970s, Elsa Peretti brought sculptural minimalism, sleek silver cuffs, and fluid shapes inspired by the human body. Her designs were bold, sensual, and accessible, redefining how women wore luxury. Then came Paloma Picasso, daughter of the famous artist, who added color, creativity, and playfulness. Her vibrant gemstones and graphic designs reflected the confidence of the 1980s woman, fearless and expressive. Jean Schlumberger, meanwhile, created whimsical pieces inspired by nature and fantasy. Sea creatures, birds, and flowers transformed into glittering art. Together, these designers gave Tiffany a new identity, one that balanced classic elegance with individuality. They made Tiffany not just for the elite, but for every woman who wanted to express herself through art. Their work proved that Tiffany could evolve without losing its soul, adapting to changing times while staying forever timeless. Chapter 7. Tiffany in pop culture and the modern era, from red carpets to music videos. Tiffany has never left the spotlight. Celebrities like Lady Gaga, Beyoncé, Gal Gadot, and Angelina Jolie have worn Tiffany jewels at the world's most glamorous events, continuing the brand's association with power and elegance. When Beyoncé and Jay-Z became the faces of Tiffany's 2021 About Love campaign, the message was clear. Tiffany isn't just a relic of the past, it's a living icon. Under the ownership of LVMH Group, Tiffany entered a new era, focused on sustainability, innovation, and digital storytelling. Modern collections blend tradition with technology, appealing to a younger global audience. Tiffany also champions ethical sourcing, ensuring that every diamond is as responsible as it is beautiful. First, from Fifth Avenue to Instagram, the brand continues to sparkle, redefining what luxury means in a fast-paced digital world. Tiffany today is both heritage and modernity, a perfect balance of history and innovation. It remains the ultimate expression of refined femininity, a timeless bridge between past and future. Chapter 8. The meaning of Tiffany, forever blue beyond the diamonds, the silver, and the fame. Tiffany represents emotion. It's the quiet gasp when the blue box opens, the memory of a proposal, a gift, a moment. For nearly 2 centuries, Tiffany has celebrated women, their strength, their beauty, their stories. Each necklace, each ring, each delicate charm carries meaning far deeper than design. It speaks of love, milestones, and memories passed from one generation to the next. Tiffany's true brilliance lies not in its gems, but in its connection to human emotion. It has become part of life's most cherished occasions, from engagements and anniversaries to achievements and new beginnings. The Tiffany Blue Box remains the universal symbol of joy, elegant, simple, and eternal. As fashion changes and time moves forward, Tiffany continues to remind us of one simple truth. Luxury isn't about what you own, it's about what it means. And for women everywhere, Tiffany will always mean grace, love, and timeless beauty. As the light fades over New York City and the glow of Fifth Avenue begins to shimmer once more, Tiffany Co. still stands exactly where it began, a quiet symbol of elegance in an ever-changing world. Nearly 2 centuries have passed since Charles Louis Tiffany opened his little shop, yet his dream continues to live in every sparkle, every satin ribbon, every Tiffany blue box that makes our heart skip a beat. Tiffany's story isn't just about jewelry, it's about emotion, the joy of giving, the power of beauty, and the timeless connection between love and design. From the first diamond ring to the red carpets of today, Tiffany has been a mirror of women's evolution, graceful, independent, and endlessly radiant. Every piece tells a story, and together, they form the legacy of a brand that turned craftsmanship into poetry. The world may chase trends, but Tiffany remains constant, a quiet reminder that true luxury doesn't shout, it whispers, softly and eternally. And as long as there are dreams to dream, promises to make, and hearts to adorn, the legend of Tiffany & Co. will continue to shine forever blue, forever timeless.